not a sing-along video. This is a review of The Little Mermaid Blu-ray. Hey guys, this is Morgan with the Rotoscopers, and today I am doing a wonderful Blu-ray review. Disney's classic, the one that brought everything back, The Little Mermaid. So I am talking about the Little Mermaid Blu-ray Diamond Edition. I mean, you would think it was the gold edition based on all of this fanciness, but there's a little diamond right there. So first off, the movie. I mean, what else can be said about The Little Mermaid other than it is near perfect? I love this movie. It's filled with fabulous songs by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman. It's really a treat to watch. Ariel is a fantastic character. She definitely breaks the mold. She's a bit more independent and headstrong than typical female characters at the time, and set a precedent for some of these future princesses that, hey, you can have attitude, you can be independent, you can, you know, be part of someone else's world if you want to. I love everything about this movie. I really could quote it, you know, backwards and forwards, no problem. I've watched this movie, you know, dozens and dozens of times. I'm giving this 5 stars because it's a little frickin' mermaid, okay? As for the bonus features, these really stack up. A lot of recent Blu-ray releases of Disney's have been really pitiful. Some of them don't even have bonus features at all, and that's sad. But this is a Diamond Edition, so you know Disney would definitely be in some hot water if they didn't put new features on this. So one of the bonus features on here actually doesn't have anything to do with The Little Mermaid. It's called At Disney Animation. It's just taking us through the Walt Disney Animation Studios, and mostly some of the newer artists who are working in the studios. One that just stands out to me is Brittany Lee. She's a concept artist. She's done a lot of books for Disney. I mean, she has this style that I just can't even, I'm just in love with. So it was really cool, exciting to see her and some of these other people, and they talk about their, you know, their history with Disney, how they became acquainted with Disney when they were little and how they wanted to be artists, and how exciting it is that they're here now. So we get to see a little bit behind the scenes of some of these artists, and it was really cool. The next feature is a music video featuring Carly Rae Jepsen. Meh, music video. You know how I feel about those. And we did get another sort of new deleted scene. This is about a character that was deleted called Harold the Merman. And he basically had a bigger role. He was going to introduce us to what happens when you go to Ursula and you don't pay your debt. And so this was going to tell us a little more about what happened to him, but really it just ended up being cut from the film. We basically get to see the essence of Harold the Merman through Ursula's song, Poor Unfortunate Souls. During that song, we get to see basically what happens to mermaids who cross paths with Ursula. So there really wasn't any need for him, but it was still really cool to see these storyboards and how that scene would have played out. Another really cool featurette talked about the live-action reference that was used in Little Mermaid. Now, we're not talking rotoscoping, because some people bash on that, and hey, rightfully so. This is just using live-action reference to help guide your animation. You're not going to directly copy it, but you are going to use it to understand little nuances of the human characters that you might not get otherwise. It was really interesting because we were able to see some of the actors whose performances were really instrumental in ultimately creating the finished product. I mean, the girl who played Ariel was this over-the-top actress, and she just, like, everything she did was just like improv. It seems weird on camera for a human, but on animation, those over-the-top reactions actually fit pretty well. So definitely check that out because it was a lot of fun. The next one was called Howard's Lecture. This is the composer Howard Ashman. A little bit before he died, he went into Disney Studios, and just during lunchtime, he just sat down and talked with the animators about the process of the songs and developing them. And luckily for us, this was recorded, and Disney was nice enough to include this. So it gives you a little bit more history, and of course you get to hear Howard Ashman's viewpoint, which is really nice because his statements on the film are very limited because he died a few years later. So another featurette, you know, these are my favorite, where it's the cross-promotion with the parks. So this is Jodie Benson, who is the voice of Ariel, and she's going to New Fantasyland, and she's basically just a tour guide showing us, hey, check this out, hey, look over here, hey, look what we have, you should come too. It was okay. It just really wasn't needed. I mean, I'm sure she got a free trip out of it. I know she was there to promote the Art of Animation Resort, and so they showed her signing, you know, something that was going to go up on the wall. But I mean, it really didn't do that much, but hey, it was something, and that's okay. The last of the new features was called Krabby-oki, and basically this is the Disney intermission. So in these new Blu-rays, basically when you hit pause, it doesn't just pause. It's like, I need to pause it to talk on the phone. Well, it doesn't matter because like all this music is going to be playing in the background. You can turn it off and that's okay, But this was actually kind of interesting. They took the different songs and they put it to karaoke, so the lyrics would pop up on the screen. And it wasn't just one song, it was all the songs. So that was really cool because one time I had to pause it and I had to go do dishes in the other room and I kept it playing. And I was able to sing along, and like, I actually did sing along. I thought it was pretty awesome. The problem is, if you didn't know the words and you were really using this as karaoke, good luck, because the words flash on the screen so fast. Sometimes they're like super delayed. It's not good karaoke. It's really more of just like a stylized karaoke for fun. I don't think the words are actually there to be read. And that's unfortunate for people who maybe don't have every single lyric and line of this movie memorized. Seriously, it sucks. And of course there are the classic bonus features which were found on the Platinum Edition. You know, I'm really glad those are in there because they add a lot of value, especially things like the audio commentary. I mean, that should be a staple on any Blu-ray DVD release, so I'm glad that that wasn't removed. So if you were interested in going and watching back some of those things, maybe you don't have the Platinum Edition, this is awesome. Alright, one last thing. So there has been a lot of controversy over the past few months regarding some of Disney's Blu-rays, specifically the HD restoration. Sometimes they go crazy and overboard where they fix every single minute detail and it kind of really destroys the true essence of the original film. But this one, I think they actually had a good balance. Like, I didn't see anything that was so out of the ordinary or just modified and changed. And that was really good. Like, it definitely was the film that I remember, just, you know, tweaked and perfected in HD. Since this is the legendary Little Mermaid, of course, this is a buy it. This is one that you need in your collection. The HD transfer is perfect, in my opinion. Maybe others will disagree. The bonus features are fantastic. They're interesting. I liked watching them. And, you know, karaoke. Come on, what else, right? So all in all, I give the movie 5 stars, and I give the bonus features 4.5 stars. They did a really, really, really good job. I would definitely buy this and add this to your collection. Alright guys, thanks for watching. For more Blu-ray DVD reviews, make sure to subscribe because we are getting these all the time and we love doing them. So until next time, I'm Morgan and this is the Rotoscope.